Good afternoon, everyone. Just a really quick share actually, and a quick catch up on what I'm up to, and I'll do a proper video later on this afternoon. I just got this bundle of loveliness. It's an eBay win, and let me just move my coffee out of the way, so it's all going to end disastrous, isn't it? Yeah, postman's just been, and thought I'd show you what I got. I intend to sort of break it up into smaller bundles for the shop actually, so let's have a look, shall we? It's supposed to be all silks. I don't know if they're all silks. See, that looks like a nylon lining to me, but it might be. I don't know. I think this is a silk though. Isn't that just glorious? I mean, really, it's worth it just for that. And what it is, I think the person has been making clothes or bags or something because they're all odd shapes. But that's fine because what I'll do is probably, that's a nice selvage, that bit. Cracky, it's huge. I'll probably strip piece these anyway and stitch them all together to make one fabric. That is absolutely massive, that one. Wow, but that's gorgeous. Look at the, I don't want it to go too close, otherwise it will go fuzzy. There you go. Yeah, beautiful. Shot to that. I think that must be, well, see, I say it must be silk, but it might not be because some of the man-made stuff is pretty close nowadays. So I'll just put it on in my shop as silk type bundles, I think, to be on the safe side. That is beautiful. Right, okay, stop hoarding that one. Got bits everywhere. Here we go. See, you're with me, aren't you? Bits everywhere. Get off. Ugh, sorry, I'm being attacked by silky threads. Oh, cheaps, really? Get off. Oh, right, just live with it. Okay. There's another one. That's lovely as well. It's got little tiny, I don't know if it picks up on the camera, little tiny leaves there. So, again, it's another odd piece. That might be silk. Like I said, I don't know because the man-made stuff is pretty good nowadays as mimicking silk. So that is lovely. Okay, what else have we got? I don't think this is silk. I don't know. Does anybody know how you tell if something's silk? I think it's if it burns, isn't it? Ah, right. I might get a lighter and see if... because I think, you know, if it's a nylon, it will burn, but if it's silk, I don't think silk burns, does it? I shall Google it, how to test if a fabric is silk, but that is beautiful. There's just long bits of that one, so by the looks of it. Yeah, I think definitely somebody's cutting out, if you can see, the odd shapes. But, like I say, that's really, really nice. What else we got? Yeah, again, bits and pieces. Yeah, they're definitely, you see that's probably a dress, isn't it? Yeah, dressmaker getting rid of all her bits. That's fine, I don't mind that. That's quite a nice big piece. It's beautifully thin, you can see through. She's making blouses, they're going to be beautiful. Yeah, gorgeous. Okay. If I can find the, I don't know if she's got a shop or anything. It was just it was one of those things. It was, I don't know, like 3 hours before it closed, and I thought, oh well, I'll give it a go, and really glad I did. I just placed a bid. I can't remember how much I paid. There's some very odd bits here. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just try and make up coloured bundles, if you like, and then we'll take it from there. What on earth have we got here? Gosh, this is a big bit. See, I don't understand why you would sell off the border, because I mean that is just stunning, isn't it? don't know. That could well be silk, that one. It's very transparent. It's beautiful. And there is yards and yards. It's obviously sari fabric, isn't it? Because the saris come in yards like that. Well, all fabrics come in yards, Susan. But you know what I mean. With a border print. Don't know which side I like best, actually. It's really heavy gold, that side. Or that side. Okay. Right, that's that big bundle. What other joys have we got here? How many strings? Let's see what this one's like. Ooh, see, this just so my colours. Look at that, it's beautiful. Again, very translucent. Again, just odd bits and pieces. Yeah, I've got fun trying to make these into bundles, aren't I? I'll probably be keeping most of it myself, to be fair, but I like to share. Plus, you know, otherwise I get to like a hoarder status with some fabrics, so they're beautiful. They make lovely ties, actually, wouldn't they, and things like that. Okay. Sorry, I'm very quiet because my mind is racing at the moment. What can I do with this and what could I do with that? I'm making those little purses. I'll show. I've got one almost finished. So actually they could make nice purses. That's a lovely. It's like a seersucker, but yeah, I'll have to try it and see if it is silk. It's very cleverly done bundles, whoever the seller was. I say I'll check and see if she's got a shop, because it's rather nice. Let's see what this one is. And that's lovely as well. Again, quite translucent. You've seen through. Yeah, sort of strips and odd pieces, which, as I say, doesn't faze me at all. So again, another very long piece and a ton of hairy bits. Ugh, lucky. Right, get off. If anybody knows it's definitely silk because it's super static, let me know. It's probably not. It's probably nylon. Okay. I'll say it was. I bought it. It was advertised as silk offcuts, which is fine. So if it's not silk, then I'll probably have to send a message and say you need to stop putting it out as silk. But yeah, I'll certainly Google on how you find out. That's a very there's double there. That's one. I'll say it's very thick. There's two bits there. Yeah, it's definitely a dressmaker, isn't it? Right, that's that one. Again, it feels like silk, but so can some really well made polyamide, you know, man-made fabrics. Let's see if we can save this bit. Oh, I can't save it. Right. Drop you off. What we got here? That's a big bit. Crikey, it's huge. Oh, that's one piece. That's good. Okay. Lovely. Sorry, this might be really boring if you're not into fabrics. Of course you're into fabrics, you watch me. That's nice. I can't think that's silk. I don't know, it might be. Okay. Always nervous about getting fabrics from other people in case there's house moths. I've got enough of a moth problem. But I haven't seen any for ages, so I'm hoping I've killed them. Alright. What do we got here? Yeah, see, this reminds me of like a, is it courgette? Not a courgette, courgette. Very fine. Oh, here we are. What's that say? Yeah, it doesn't say if it's silk or not. It just says it's a print. Any more selvages? No. Okay, well at least there's a brand name there, so maybe I can look that up. It's a Good Life, Toyobo. Okay. We shall have a nosy on the internet and see if I can find if it is silk or not. And so if it is silk, I'll be well chuffed. It's nice as well. Lovely feel. Lovely handle, whatever it is. Okay, that's massive, that piece. But again, very, if you can see through to the light there, very translucent. Lovely. Right, sorry, two more. Stop yawning, I can hear you. Oh, beautiful. See, this is just my colours. Blues. That's probably why I ended up just putting a bid on it and winning, which was great. Yeah, lovely, beautiful. Again, that's a nice... I'll be very surprised if it isn't silk, because it certainly feels like it. That is massive, that piece. But there again, it might not be. I don't know. So, I shall suss that out. And I say I'll share it in the shop, because I won't need all this. You know, I got that stuff off of Olive Originals. So I don't, you know, I've got quite a lot of silk now, and I bought a whole packet of Liberty print fabrics and stuff. It's not silk, obviously, but yeah. So right, let's just bundle that all on there for now. Guys, strings everywhere. Right, okie dokie. I should sort that out. Yeah. So I'm making these little purses that I told you about. There's one. Bless it. Yeah, I'm just messing around, just trying the pattern actually. I looked on their website, so easy, and I'd have thought they'd have done a video actually, a YouTube video, but they haven't. So I'm just sort of sussing it, and as I thought, when you take out the seam allowance, because you know on the pattern that looks enormous for fitting that, like that. But of course, once you take out seam allowances, down it goes. So I'm just going to top stitch the top, and then it's hand sewing. I'm afraid you can't machine sew these on, but it's fine. I'll just do that. So yeah, your fabric, once it's sewn, I'll just take them off for a second. Yeah, you just slip it in there. It's like a channel, so you just slip it in and then hand sew it on, which is fine. I mean, they recommended like a see-through thread, invisible nylon thread. I've got a really nice fishing wire, which I used. It's a nice, it doesn't knot type fishing wire, which I used to use when I was beading. So I'll probably use a bit of that actually, just to sew it on, or I might actually show the stitches and use. I've got my cotton perlays downstairs, so yeah. Okay, yeah, that's going to fit really well actually, and it looked quite nice. This, I was a very good girl. Let me show you. Bear with me. I don't know if you remember, the other day I showed you that most horrendous pile of scraps, and I went through my whole scrap bin, tipped it all out, and it's all now in colour groups. Hey? How organised is that? That's a pack with like bees and, you know, images on. And then there's the one with greens. Oh, that needs to go in there. Hang on. So there's a pack with greens. That's the sort of animals and stuff like that. A pack with sort of... oh, that's the big packs. So yeah, they're big pieces of fabric in there, because they were not fat quarters, but quite big. And then there's the sort of, it's got stuff, creams and beiges, neutrals. And then there's blues. And I'll keep that one out because I'll show you what I did with that. So that's one basket. So that horrendous bag of mess is now beautifully organised. So that's all that one. This is a bag of odd stuffing and batting and things like that. That was Hessian, because that was making a right mess in that basket. It was all, you know, hairy and it was very messy. And then oranges and sort of reds and roses. Found this, I didn't even remember I had this. It's like a Hessian with roses printed on. It's gorgeous. Burgundies, I mean, not, you know, a rusty burgundies, not much in there. Browns, and then completely abstract mixed colours there. Sort of, oh, actually, that I suppose that ought to be in there, isn't it? Oh no, well, it was sort of like pinkies and burgundies in that one. It was just a rough. And then that is fabric that I use a lot to, if I'm doing the strip piecing, I use this quite a lot actually. It's quite a nice, it's quite a tightly woven cotton-ish type fabric, so it's very crinkly. Yeah, so I've sort of done that one separately. So it's gone from a disorganised mess where I could never find anything into an organised mess. Where, you know, if I want a particular colour, or I think, I'm not sure, I can just pick colours out in baggies, which is brilliant. So let me show you why. I had so much blue. You can tell it's my favourite colour, can't you? I had so much blue that what I did was I took out loads of it. Where are you? There you are. So I took out loads of it and just started strip piecing it all. That's what I mean about that fabric. Okay, I use it as like a backing fabric, and I just sewed and sewed and sewed and sewed and got rid of almost half of that bag of blues. And you know, that'll be handy for things like this. As you can see, I've chopped a bit out. Perfect, it's lovely. And the other thing I did with it, where is it? Hang on. I used pieces of it to make this journal cover. So I just need to put some papers and stuff in that one. Yeah, so I thought that was quite a good use. I mean, you know, this bag would have been, you know, that it would have been massive. So that was, I feel it's a really good use of strips and scraps and stuff like that. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that actually. It was really good sorting that out, because it was just, it was one of those baskets that you just didn't want to go in, because you knew it was going to be a nightmare. Another quick update on, sorry, should have got this all organised. The Daisy journal, I'm just waiting for some bits to dry. It's nearly there. That's how, let me show you how the cover ended up. 2 seconds, let me just, it's a hell of a chunky monkey. Right, let me take that off. That'll be the inside. Okay, so I haven't stitched any of it together. It's going to have a nice hard cover with a spine, and that's the front of it. So I free motion embroidered, try and keep the sun off it, free motion embroidered the flowers that I'd printed. You were with me, we gel printed this one together. Okay, so did a load of free motion on there. And I found this lovely blue daisy gingham fabric, so that's gone on there with a nice trim. My friend Dawn came over yesterday, and she wanted to thrash my cricket machine, so while she was doing that I got on and stitched this and sort of started putting it together. And she bought me some amazing beautiful ribbons and laces and stuff like that. So yeah, look at the size of this thing. It's going to be massive, absolutely massive, but that's fine. I'll do a flick through when I've got it all together. But yes, it's certainly going to be big, and I'm trying to I'm doing a magnetic closure on it. Somewhere under here is a piece of metal. There it is. It's all just drying basically. I've just stuck it. So I'm having a go at making it And what I've done is, this is a piece of elasticated lace, basically. So that is going to be the closure. And it's such a strong magnet. It's great. I think it's going to work really well. But as I say, I'm just waiting for all this to dry. And then I'm going to start putting it all together and stitch these in. Just going to do a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch, I think. Because although I've got these bits of ephemera here, I don't know. Do I want them at the... They'll probably come about there. Because I'll do a central... Yeah, if I do the 3-hole, that should be fine. So I'll get one there, and then one down here. Although if I'm clever, I might be able to get that in the middle. Anyway, I'll play around with that later. I won't bore you with it. Same with that one. Although I think that's going to have to go up there more. Because it'll be one there, yeah, and one down the bottom. So yeah, I think it's the biggest journal I've made ever so far. So just need to get that all put together. That's the pen clip that's going to go with it, magnetic. So I found these metal daisies. I've had them for a while. So yeah, that's just got to go inside somewhere. So that hopefully will be finished either this afternoon or tomorrow. So I'm going to put this back over here. I don't think there's anything else actually. So I had a lovely day with my mate yesterday, and she was happily cutting and stuff, and I was just sort of trying to work out what I want to do. I've got some little Diddy art journals in plan, so, and that's a gel print that I did, and I just stitched some roses on. So that's either going to be a journal cover or a bag. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So yeah, quick update, quick haul video, and I'll show you all later. Yeah, what I was going to say. Yeah, I'll say my lovely mate, she bought me these really wide ribbons, and they're not something I would use normally, but I thought after doing that strip piecing of all the blue fabrics, why don't I just do it with ribbon as well? So these are lovely organzas. They're wired, but you know, they're dead easy. You just expose the wires at the side here, pull the wire out, and you've just got a piece of fabric basically. So I've got all these, and she bought some amazing... I love velvet. I love velvet. We were talking about it yesterday actually, and you got to be of a certain age I guess, but I used to have a velvet choker, and this so reminds me of that. I mean, it's just so... It's a beautiful velvet. So yeah, I'm just going to I'm going to play around with the idea of making these into a bag actually. Not those, they're the thin ones. I think that was it for all the really wide ones. So sort of strip piecing it and making it either into some purses or I'm thinking a bag of some sort. So yeah, so anyway, there you go, quick update. 23 minutes already. It is like a time warp in this room. I'll catch you later with another video. Hope this was a nice share. Thank you very much. Bye bye.